but you got a soul to save. I just been cooking that new. I'm about to drop in a few. Think if I call it the grand, the people gon' call it the truth. I ain't really trip on the credit. I just paid all of my dues.
It's Pharaoh once again. I got something good, I wanted to share something that I was inspired by homeschool, Eat Man Mo G, go check them out. We trying to build something, get people to start actually getting into researching where you come from, who you are, and paying respect to your ancestors. Genealogy is one key way to do it. We have to start researching our family history, and it's just saying, if you don't know where you came from, you don't know where you're going. I think I said that right. But you get the gist. We're going to have to start looking into who we are, because you have foreigners telling us who we are, and we cannot allow that anymore. So first step is finding out who you are, because it should be the imperative for our culture to start and to continue on in writing our history and not allowing anyone else to define who we are. So the first step, like I was saying, is Genealogy 101. I came upon this, I went to a library, I was picking up, looking for some other paperwork to get, and I figured, why not look at the library for any genealogy sources or references. But as soon as you can check into your local library, any library, I would go to the main library, the central library, the one where they, you can get access to computers for a long amount of time, and you'll be able to sit down and read the books they have on file from the different sites, different societies. This first thing you want to start doing is when I went in there, I just went and looked up genealogy. It's one of the tabs on the computer. So researching your family history at the Parkway Central Library. See, this is for Pennsylvania, Philadelphia in particular, but it's going to be mainly the same criteria wherever you go. Now, depending on which state you are in, it may not be as many records. So, this will go into detail about it. So, even if you're not in Philadelphia or Pennsylvania, this can still help you and give you clues and a directive towards, where you want to go. I have people that ask me to help them, and, I don't have no problem doing it, and I do this because this is what I want to do, and anybody that is willing to help me along the way, that is awesome. I appreciate it, and I'll always thank anybody for the support that they give. Thanks, subscribe, like, comment, I need to get feedback from y'all. So let me know, what you think, and where you're at in your research, where you're at in your family tree. Where have you gotten in this journey? Let me hear some of your stories, in particular those that come from Aboriginal or African, in quotation, so-called African, Negro, colored people. I want to hear in particular from the so-called minority people of America. And I want, you to go deeper if you haven't started and you are looking for a way to, where to, I know it's like, where should I start at? Where should I begin? Well, I got something for you. Genealogy 101, researching your family history at the Parkway Central Library. This guide will introduce you to the genealogical resources of the Parkway Central Library of the Free Library of Philadelphia and to other important libraries and archives in the Philadelphia area. It will also help you develop a basic research strategy, selecting a guidebook and interviewing relatives. Before doing anything, read a general guidebook on genealogy. The Social Science and Historical Department on the second floor has several that you can borrow. When selecting a guidebook, make sure it has a usable index, a good chapter on how to interview relatives, and family tree and family group sheets that you can photocopy. At this point, make a workbook consisting of a family tree diagram with you at the beginning of the point of the tree, about 10 family group sheets, and some 8.5 by 11 loose leaf. Now you are ready to interview family members. Identifying sources of genealogical information. After interviewing all of the family members, you can begin formulating reference question based on missing or unsubstantiated information on the family tree diagram and the family group sheets. Who, what, when, and where are common first words in research questions. For each research question, ask yourself, what kind of document would contain the answer? What institutions would have such a document? And where are these institutions located? For understanding documents and the genealogical information they contain, the best book is the source. For identifying document custodians and locations, the best books are Ancestry's Red Book and the Genealogist's Address Book. The most important places to do genealogical research in the Philadelphia area are listed on the last 2 pages of this guide. Using the collection at the Parkway Central Library. The main emphasis of the genealogical collection is on Pennsylvania history. Materials in the collection are almost entirely secondary sources, not original records. However, the Free Library does subscribe to the Internet genealogy databases Heritage Quest Online. Includes census records and other resources of interest to genealogists. And footnote, a continually expanding repository for a variety of records such as city directories, military records, newspaper articles, and naturalization records. Please consult a librarian about how to access these electronic resources. Standard guides, indexes, and bibliographies are kept in the subject departments. However, many titles are kept in closed stacks and must be located through the catalog and then requested at the reference desk in each department. Start in the Social Science and History Department at the Genealogy reference area to the left of the map collection. Important references here include Passenger and Immigration List Index and Supplements, Philadelphia Naturalization Records, Genealogies in the Library of Congress and Supplements, Genealogical Periodical Annual Index. You should also browse in the Philadelphia Local Historical Collection, where you will find the genealogy-related sets of the published Pennsylvania archives. The Social Science and History Department has some genealogies of individual families shelved in its closed stocks. To locate a genealogy of the Howe family, for example, Go to the online catalog, type in the subject heading Howell Family, make a note of the call number if you find a relevant title, and request the book at SSH Service Desk. If you are looking for a biography of a prominent Philadelphian, ask to search the Philadelphia Biography Master Index, Encyclopedia Pennsylvania Biography Index, or the Biography Clipping File. The map department in SSH has many ward and fire insurance maps of genealogical interest. Pennsylvania land records, old town and districts of Philadelphia, Philadelphia street names, changes, and informative cemetery clippings binder. The newspaper Microfilm Center has an extensive microfilm collection of Philadelphia city directories from 1785 to 1936, with some gaps, telephone directories from 1879 to the present, an extensive collection of Philadelphia newspapers from 1719 to the present with indexes to some of them. Use this collection to locate obituaries once you know a death date. The print and picture collection has numerous photographs and other graphic material of interest to the genealogical researcher. They also have an index to the pictures of early ships. The Business, Science, and Industry Department has the Philadelphia Realty Directory in service, 1926 to 1955. Philadelphia, in old and new, from cradling of liberty to the centralization of commerce, which gives brief descriptions of old Philadelphia businesses, and the Merchant Island Directory of European passenger steamship arrivals. The department also has Philadelphia business directories on microfilm from 1848 to 1936, with some gaps. The Government Publications Department has most of the 1790 U.S. Census as well as Philadelphia censuses from 1790 to 1930. Indexes for Philadelphia are available up to 1870. An urban finding aid for the 1880 Federal Population Census of Philadelphia. The Index to Registration of Deaths, City of Philadelphia, 1803-1860. And The War of the Rebellion, a compilation of the official records of the Union and Confederate armies, are also available. The department also has a number of census enumeration district finding aids for the 1900, 1910, 1920, and 1930 Philadelphia censuses. There are many other items of interest at the Free Library. For example, a complete list, see the FLP WW pages at http://lib.www.freelibrary.org/explore/guides/genealogy adv.cfm. See for website. Consult the catalog and ask a librarian for assistance. The Social Science and History Department of the Parkway Central Library is the main collection for genealogical questions. Call, write, or email, see site, the Free Library of Philadelphia. Attention, SSH 1901 Vine Street, Philadelphia, PA 19103. Phone number 215-686-5396. Vital records. The Free Library of Philadelphia does not maintain vital records. An excellent guide to obtaining records, birth, marriage, divorce, death, etc. in Pennsylvania is the Division of Vital Records website. For vital records in Philadelphia only, the following guide, arranged as a chart beginning with repositories of local birth records, should serve as a general outline. All repositories are described at the end of this list. Many earlier records are incomplete and scattered. Your best resources for these are church archives or the collection of the Historical Society of Pennsylvania. Adoption records may be requested from the Pennsylvania Adoption Registry, described in the Pennsylvania Vital Records website, or by calling 1-877-PA-HEALTH. Birth, 1860 to June 1915, Philadelphia City Archives. 1906 to present, Philadelphia Division of Vital Records. Marriage, 1860 to June 1915, records only, not official certificates. 1885 to present, Orphans Court. Divorce, 1851 to 1875, Philadelphia City Archives. 1875 to present, Philadelphia Court of Common Pleas. Death, 1803 to June 1915, Philadelphia City Archives. 1906 to present, Pennsylvania Division of Vital Records. Wills, 1692 to present, Register of Wills. Passenger List, 1728 to 1808, Pennsylvania State Archives. 1800 to 1945, National Archives, Mid-Atlantic Branch. Naturalization, 1800 to 1930. No records, 1905 to 1913. 1790 to 1990, National Archives, Mid-Atlantic Branch, House Deeds. 1883 to 1952, Philadelphia City Archives. 1952, present, Department of Records. For vital records in Pennsylvania, but not in Philadelphia, consult the Pennsylvania Vital Records website or call 215-560-305 for further information. For records outside of Pennsylvania, consult where to write for vital record. Genealogical resources outside the Free Library. Historical Society of Pennsylvania, 1300 Locust Street, Philadelphia, PA, 19107, 215-732-6200. Call for hours. A user fee is charged. This library houses the collections of both the Historical Society of Pennsylvania and the Genealogical Society of Pennsylvania. A guide to the manuscript collections of the Historical Society of Pennsylvania is also available. See website. Genealogical Society of Pennsylvania, 2100 Byberry Road, Suite 111, Philadelphia, PA, 19116, 267-686-2296. Call for hours. The GSP's collection include wills, deeds, census, and tax lists, church registers and funeral, cemetery and family Bible records, Irish tax records, Philadelphia Orphan Court records, family papers and correspondence, published genealogies, town and county histories, and periodicals. The GSP maintains a list of commercial genealogical researchers. GSP website, see website. National Archives, Mid-Atlantic Branch, 14700 Townsend Road, Philadelphia, PA, 19154-1096, and the Byberry East Industrial Park. Call 215-606-0112. The holdings of this archive are described in guides to the records in the National Archives, Mid-Atlantic Region. See also Guide to Genealogical Research in the National Archives. See website. Philadelphia City Archives, 548 Spring Garden Street, Philadelphia, PA, 19123, 215-685-9401. Call for hours. The holdings of this archive are described in the descriptive inventory of the archives of the City and County of Philadelphia, and subject index to the photographic collection of the Philadelphia City Archives. Register of Wills, City Hall, Broad and Market Street, Room 185, Philadelphia, PA 19107, 215-686-6261. Call for hours. Orphans Court, City Hall, Broad and Market Street, Room 415, Philadelphia, PA 19107, 215-686-2234. Call for hours. Use this office for marriages after 1885. Court of Common Pleas, City Hall, Broad and Market Street, Proto Notaries Office, Room 266, Philadelphia, PA 19107, 215-686-66663. Call for hours. Use this office for divorces after 1875. Department of Records, City Hall, Broad and Market Streets, Room 111, Philadelphia, PA 19107, 215-686-2260. Call for hours. Use this office for deeds after 1951. Pennsylvania State Archives, 350 North Street, Harrisburg, PA 17120, 717-787-2701. Call for hours. The holdings for this archive are described in Guide to Genealogical Sources at the Pennsylvania State Archives. Pennsylvania State Library, Office of Commonwealth Libraries, 333 Market Street, Harrisburg, PA 17126-1745. Foreign Building, Walnut Street and Commonwealth Ave. Visit 717-787-4440. The holdings of this library are described in a guide to the Genealogy Local History section of the State Library of Pennsylvania. Education, Philosophy, and Religion. Division of Vital Records, Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, 110 North 8th Street, Suite 108, Philadelphia, PA 19107-2412, 215-560-3054. Open Monday through Friday from 8 to 4 p.m. Excluding state holidays. Church of Jesus Christ of the Latter-day Saints, Branch Genealogical Library, 2072 Red Lion Road, Philadelphia, PA 215-673-2770. Call for hours. The Mormon Church has the largest genealogical collection in the world. Most of their microfilm collection can be borrowed through this branch library. The only way to get a clear idea of the scope of this vast collection is to go there and examine their catalog. LDS Genealogy website. Church Archives. For a list of church archives and other information resources in the Philadelphia area, consult the Genealogical Society of Pennsylvania website at and Directory of Archival and Manuscript Repositories in the Delaware Valley. For resources outside the Philadelphia area, see Ancestry's Red Book and the Genealogist's Address Book. And that basically sums up Genealogy 101. And I'll go into deeper details in the next podcast that I do. I just want everybody to get a grasp on those things, and then we can move forward from there.